Okay, now we're going to talk about toe spacers. So toe spacers, what are they? They're just little inserts that go in between the toes in your feet, obviously, and they allow for better spacing at our toes. So over time, a lot of times when we don't wear shoes like this with enough room for our toes, a lot of shoes are much narrower toe box here, and we're going to start to see some problems. I see it all the time. Common thing with plantar fasciitis. If you've got bunions, we can almost guarantee that your toes are kind of crammed together in some fashion. And the big toe, essentially, a bunion is when the big toe has basically the base of it has gone out compared to the end of it here. And so a lot of times a toe spacer is something that I'll use for patients dealing with foot things like that. It's something that we've got to progress into. It's not like I go from never for wearing closed-toed shoes that don't have room for our feet, unlike these, to all of a sudden now we're wearing these and we're wearing toe spacers all day. No, that's not how it works. We've got to progress into that, but toe spacers are a helpful tool to start to get some natural splay. We've got to have the splay of the toes to get proper function out of our plantar fascia, out of the muscles at our feet. If our toes are crammed together, we are already losing power and stability and the proper function at our feet. And so this is something that I really try to restore with people. There's different ways we can do that, but one of the things that I like to do is try to progress people into wearing these guys for a good chunk of their day. And a lot of times I'll have people wear their toe spacers when they're doing their little foot exercises or any kind of lower body workout. And we can kind of progress from, hey, well, let's wear it for a couple minutes at a time to wear it all day. One thing that I would note is that I don't necessarily like to have people get the toe spacers that have a piece on the outside. These all just fit in between my toes and don't have a piece on the outside of the big toe and outside of the pinky, because I can actually these shoes are just wide enough that I can comfortably kind of wear these with this in. You'll have to have a really nice and wide toe box, and so I like to sometimes, or I like to suggest that we don't get the ones with the outside rings like that, because then you'll never fit them inside of a shoe. So and then I do like to get some that have the inserts on the big toe and the little toe. And so then we can kind of adjust. You'll see that I've got some foam kind of inserted into my big toe piece here, because my big toe kind of has a larger gap there. And so I want to be able to snug that thing in there so that I can wear that without this slipping in and out of that slot there. So toe spacers, good little tool. It's not going to fix all your problems, but it's something that I use with a lot of foot clients and patients. So it's something that I wanted to make a video on. I could put a link to a couple of the ones that I've gotten from Amazon, but these guys were like 6, 8, $10, something like that. Super cheap. Something worth giving a try, especially if you feel like your toes are starting to kind of jam together. If you got a bunion, we definitely might want to give these a try, but you're going to want to ease into them, and we're going to want to pair some exercises of some kind. Just like anything, a passive tool is probably not going to fix all your problems. It can definitely be helpful, but we got to pay attention to how we're moving and what our muscle strength and stability is. And so pay attention to other videos that I've got, and or shoot me a message and I can help you out with figuring out what kinds of exercises might be helpful for something like that too. That is toe spacers. Give them a try.